Hello everyone, welcome to Black Bison Academy for Chhattisgarh Public Service Commission. My name is Pooja Singh and I am here to deal with the prelims part. That means we know the prelims for the year 2022 and 2023 is about to come, and we have started preparing for the prelims as well as the mains examination. But today we are focusing on the factual part, as I have promised you in the previous section that we will come with the factual as well as the contextual things. Fine. So we are already doing the answer writing part. Now here, this particular initiative is to support those students who are concerned about the prelims preparation. Fine. Now, so this particular module, we will be doing the MCQs. That means on all those factual details that we often miss, I'm going to cover every one of them. Okay. Now, here we can see there exists a map of Chhattisgarh. Fine. We all know the map of Chhattisgarh. Now, why this particular map has been placed here? Because, as you know, because of the recent development that has taken place in our state, the 5 new districts have been created. And now, total number of districts are 33. That means the districts and the related things have become important from the current affair perspective in the coming prelims examination. Fine. So, you can see the map. It has all those newly created districts as well. But this is one of the most authentic map we have. But if in the coming time, the government of Chhattisgarh itself releases a different map, I would also place it here and we'll discuss this in the coming lessons as well. Okay? But this particular map is slightly difficult to make, especially those curved lines, they are difficult to ace. So I have made here a very simplified map. It's easy to comprehend and understand and also to recollect in the examination. So can you see here, the whole region of Chhattisgarh can be divided. They are actually administratively divided into 5 different subdivisions, okay, that we in Hindi called Sambhag, right? Now, can you see here, I have mentioned all those important subdivisions of the Chhattisgarh. The region which is highlighted in the blue color shows the Sarguja division, okay? Now, if we come southwards, we can see here the green portion. It is the Bilaspur division. Okay. Now, in the south of Bilaspur, on one hand, we have the Durg subdivision, and on the other hand, we have the Raipur subdivision. And finally, the 5th and the most important, we have the Bastar division. Okay. So these are the 5 subdivisions that have been created by the government of Chhattisgarh for the better administrative convenience of the city. So these are the 5 important divisions of the Chhattisgarh. Fine. Now, it is possible that some of the colors are not visible on the monitor on your computer screen. So let me just simply classify them with a different color paper or color pen. See, this line demarcates the Surguja division from the Bilaspur. Okay. So here you can see this is the Bilaspur subdivision. Fine here. Okay. The green color shows the Bilaspur subdivision. On the north of Bilaspur, we have the Surguja. Thereafter, this particular region, it is the Durg subdivision. Fine. And as we have discussed, this is Raipur and this is Bastar. Fine. Now, let us see what all are the landlocked districts of the state of Chhattisgarh. So we are today going to deal with the question which is about the landlocked district of Chhattisgarh. Now, what do we mean by landlocked? As the name itself suggests, that those districts that are basically surrounded by all the districts of Chhattisgarh only, those we are calling as the landlocked districts. That doesn't mean the rest of the districts have a sea route. Okay, that do not mean that we usually interpret from the landlocked word. When we call a country as landlocked, we interpret this as that they do not have any outlet towards the sea. But here, when I'm talking about the district, that means those regions and those districts that have been surrounded by the districts of our own state. That is the districts of Chhattisgarh that we are going to call here the landlocked district. Fine. Now, let us just count them and understand what are those districts. Here, it is a simplified map of the state of Chhattisgarh, and I have already showed you all those subdivisions of the Chhattisgarh, but still for the clarity, this is Surguja subdivision. Okay, now here we have this is Bilaspur subdivision. This is Durg, right? We have done here. So this is Durg, and lastly, as I create this line, we found two subdivisions. This is Raipur, and finally this is our Bastar. Fine. Now let us count how many districts we have which are surrounded by the districts of Chhattisgarh only, and no other state, no, or any area of other states do not touch these districts. Fine. Okay. Now I will I will highlight the districts as well and write down the number also. You should also count with me. So let's take the green color. It is very much visible in the board. Now, can you see here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 here, and 1 here. So we have total 7 districts in this particular subdivision, which is the Bastar. But these districts have their boundaries along with the other states. But can you see a very small district here? Okay, let me just use the highlighter so that it's easily visible. Okay, can you see this particular district here? What is the name of this district? This is Dantewada. Okay, this is Dantewada. So let me write the number here. Okay, fine. So 1. Okay. So 1. So in the Bastar subdivision, we have this district which is landlocked. That means it is being surrounded by the districts of Chhattisgarh only. Now, do we see any other districts which are only surrounded by the Chhattisgarh district in this subdivision? No, we don't find any. So moving to the next subdivision. Okay, this is the Durg subdivision. Can you see here the districts which we call as the landlocked? Okay, let me just highlight this for you. Now, see here we have 2. Then this is the third one, 3, and lastly this is the 4th. Okay, in the Durg subdivision we have only these 3 landlocked districts. Fine. What is the name of these districts? This is Balod. Should I write it here? Oh, okay, we'll write it in the next page. So let me just mark it down. So, or number it. This is second. We have the Balod. Thirdly, we can see here we have Durg. Fine. So here we started 1, 2, 3. 3 districts have been already declared as landlocked. By whom? By us. We together are counting, right? And lastly, this is the 4th landlocked district named as Bemetara. Okay? Bemetra or Bemetara that we call. So these are the 4 districts we have counted up till now from this and this division. Okay. Now moving to the 3rd division or third subdivision of the Chhattisgarh. This subdivision is called as the Raipur. We all know. Now let us count what are the land or the number of landlocked districts in the Raipur. Let me just count it here. So we have already done 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming to the 5th. Can you see here? Is it? No, it is actually, it is touching the line. So it is not the landlocked one. Fine. So here we can see here this district is being surrounded only by the districts of Chhattisgarh. And number 6, I am classifying it here. So number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The district number 5 that I have mentioned here, what is the name of the district? Some of you might be studying from those districts only. You must be sitting in this district. Okay, so what is the name of this district? This is nothing but we have the Raipur. Okay, this is Raipur. Okay, let me not write everything here. We'll talk about it in the coming videos, but we are just mentioning. So Raipur, and lastly, number 6, we have the Baloda Bazar. Fine. Now, so up till now, we have covered these 3 subdivisions. Moving to further northward. Now, we have this division, which we call as Bilaspur, right? We have the Bilaspur subdivision, and in the Bilaspur, can we find out the number of landlocked districts here? Okay, so at least this one, that is the number 7. Can you see this being surrounded only by the districts of the Chhattisgarh? Also, this is number 8. See, no other districts. Okay, it is also being surrounded by only the districts of Chhattisgarh. Clear? After that, we can see here district number 9. Okay, only being surrounded by the districts of Chhattisgarh. And lastly, we have the 10th district. That means we have, up till now, we have found only one district in this subdivision, 3 here, 2 here, and this only district has 4 landlocked districts. Why I am emphasizing this particular point? Because this particular question can be asked in the prelims examination. That means that we have to name the subdivision where most districts are landlocked. Okay, or the maximum number of districts are landlocked in this subdivision. Fine. Moving to the last one. Okay, the last subdivision that we call as Surguja. So it has only one district. Can you name that district? Very easy to name because it is being named only after the subdivision only. So Surguja is the district which is the landlocked. Can we find out? Obviously, it's here. So up till now, we have seen we have the 11 districts which we called as the landlocked districts of Chhattisgarh. 1 here, 2 here. This is okay. Let me just state. This is the 3rd, 4th, 5th here. Then this is the 6th one, 7th here, 8th, 9th. This region is the 9th. And finally, this is the 10th and last of this subdivision. And finally, Surguja, 11th of the Surguja subdivision. So, least number of landlocked district in the uppermost division or the northernmost division of the Surguja and the southernmost division of Bastar. They both have only one landlocked district. As we come from Bastar to further northwards as we move, or from the Surguja to further southwards, we find 3 subdivisions, and in these 3 subdivisions, we have 2 in this 2 landlocked districts in this subdivision called as Raipur, 3 in the Durg, and 4 in the Bilaspur. Okay, so up till now, I hope everything is clear. Whatever I have discussed today, or whatever discussed we have up till here. Thereafter, let us see what are the name of the district. Though while writing or while numbering them, I have already mentioned the name, but still for the better clarity and better understanding, and for those of you who are very tempted to take a screenshot, so you can take it here. So here you can see the same map. I have written the names of every district. In the Bastar subdivision, we can see here the Dantewada. Just let me write the, okay. Let me change the pen so that it's easily visible to all of you. So this is, we have in the Bastar subdivision, we have Dantewada as number 1. Moving to the further, we have the Durg subdivision. This is Balod. Okay. North of the Balod, we have Durg itself. The district also named Durg. Okay. Lastly, we have Bemitra. Okay. Coming to the east of this subdivision, we can see here, this is Raipur, Baloda Bazar. Fine. Further northward, we are moving to the subdivision of Bilaspur. You can see here, this is Jajgir Chapa. Here, we can see the Korba. This is Sakti, the newly created district here. Sakti. This is Bilaspur itself. And finally, we have the Surguja. Very easy to remember because the Surguja division and the name of district is also Surguja, the northernmost landlocked district of Chhattisgarh. So in this particular lecture, we have understood all those districts of the Chhattisgarh which are considered as the landlocked districts. Okay? So we know we have 33 districts. So at least till then, government of Chhattisgarh do not create one more. We have 33 total number of districts, and in those 33 districts, we have already discovered and discussed the 11 districts. The rest of it you can learn by your own. Okay, and if it's not possible, don't worry, we'll come with another lecture. Fine. Now coming to the next. While writing all these things also, I have mentioned time and again that these questions can be asked in the prelims. Okay, so I have here made 3 questions from the lecture itself. That means whatever I have discussed till now, if you are watching it with the full concentration, you will be able to give the answer of these particular questions. Okay, so it will be a test of your concentration as well. Can you see here these 3 questions in the MCQ form? I haven't given you the multiple choice because the answer is very much clear in the lecture itself. So question number first, it asks us how many districts are landlocked in the state of Chhattisgarh. Do you remember we were also counting simultaneously? So you already know. I'm not going to tell you now. Okay, you can write it in the comment section. Thereafter, which is the largest landlocked district of Chhattisgarh? I haven't discussed this with you, so you have to find it out on your own. Again, put the answer downward. Also tell your other friends who are also commenting in the section. Lastly, the question number 3, it states which subdivision of Chhattisgarh has the maximum number of landlocked districts. We have discussed this question while reading all those subdivisions and the districts. So you already know the answer number 3, the question number 3 and the question number 1. Only question you need to discover is the question number 2. Fine. So that's how we have to cover the prelims part. So don't you worry, we are here to support all of those students who are unable to find the good quality content, especially in the English medium. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and don't worry, we are going to come with the other lecture series as well that will help you to boost your preparation. Thank you very much.